Hey guys, I'm Amanda Lee from Sugar Cakes and welcome to Cake TV, brought to you by Renshaw. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make these gorgeous, stunning marble cells that you can create to finish off any of your cake centerpieces to give them a modern, contemporary look. We're going to be using rainbow dust color melts to make this. So I'm going to show you how to melt down the color melts, how to create a marble effect, and how to shape and form these beautiful marble cells. So let's get to it. So to make our marble cells today, I'm using rainbow dust color melts, and I absolutely love this product because it melts down to really great stable consistency and the colors are fantastic for any project you like to make. So I've got 250 grams already here in my heat-proof bowl, and I'm going to pop about 30 grams of the black into a little bowl. I love that these packages seal up. If you're not going to use them all, you can just seal it right up. It's great. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to microwave this down until it's nice and runny. So I'm going to do this by microwaving it for 30-second blasts at a time. So 30 seconds in a microwave, give it a stir, 30 seconds again, and keep doing that until it's at a runny, smooth consistency. So I've had the color melts in the microwave for 2 30-second blasts, a minute in total, and I've mixed it in between. And I'm just going to keep on mixing it now and then pop it back into the microwave, keep on going for 30-second blasts and then mixing it in between. It's really important not to microwave it for a whole length of time, for example like 3 minutes all at once, because what's going to happen is the color melts are going to burn and it's going to become really clumpy. Alright, so we have our color melts perfectly melted down. You can see here it's smooth, it's got no lumps, and same with the black. A little bit of black that we've melted down here. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to marble this together. We're going to pop it onto our baking parchment here. This is non-stick baking paper, and we're going to use a couple of household laundry clips to make our cells have shape and form, and we're going to set it in the fridge, or you can leave it out to set, though that will take longer. So let's get right into it, and here's what we're going to do. So we've got our color melts. The white ones melted down perfectly right here, and we're going to create a black and white marble. You can use any other color apart from the black if you prefer. And I'm just going to pop just a little bit. I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this black inside the white. Don't go too crazy with the black. You only need a little bit to create this marble effect. And now we're just going to swirl very gently, just swirl, and you don't want to mix this up completely because that will be not a marble effect, that will be grey cells. So I've got a nice little marble effect going on here, and I'm going to pop this right onto my baking parchment. We're going to be making 2 cells, so I'm going to smooth this down. And I'm going to give it a good old tap. So I'm just going to tap, just to spread it out. And I'm going to use my spatula very carefully to move this around. I don't want to do this too much because it's going to mix the whole thing together. It's going to become a grey cell. Again, that's not what we want. So scrape it off, tap again, and before it sets, this is when we want to form it. So I'm actually going to use my bowls here. And I'm going to use my laundry clips and start creating shapes with this. So there is no one way to do this. This is a really organic process. And you just want to create folds in and around and creases everywhere and clip as you go. And when you get to a shape that you feel has good form to it and will be beautiful, then that's when you want to set it into your bowl. And I'm just going to pop that just like that. Ta-da! And I'm going to set that in the fridge, but for now I'm going to put that aside and we're going to create my second cell. So again, I've got the color melts melted down and marbled here. I'm going to pop that right onto my baking parchment. Just tap it out. Use your cracked handle spatula to give it a smooth. Again, not too much because we don't want this to mix up too much. We want to maintain that marble look. And another tap. And I'm going to go in again with my fancy laundry clips. If you don't have laundry clips, you can use ball clips, the ones that you can get in the stationery store. And you want to pop it into the bowl before it sets and create this beautiful looking organic marble cell. And now that I've got these two done, I'm not going to fiddle with them anymore. I'm going to pop them straight to the fridge, have them set up. And once it's completely firmed up, we can remove that baking parchment and we can place it onto our cake. That's it. It's really, really simple. Okay, you guys, so my marble cells are all done now. They've been sitting in the fridge for about 30 minutes. So I've taken them out and we're going to remove the baking parchment away from them so that we can place them onto our cakes. So to demold this, or unmold these, just take it out of the bowl, remove the laundry clips. And we want to be very gentle with this and not too rough because we don't really want to crack our beautiful cells at this point. So take your time with this step, peel away that baking parchment, and this will reveal our gorgeous marble cell. And you can see that we've got such lovely swells down there. I'm so happy with that, turned out beautiful. So that's one ready. And the other one, because we created such deep creases, sometimes it is really hard to get the parchment out, so you might have to tug a little bit, and there will be little cracks here and there. It happens, it's all part of the very organic looking look. But what we want is one big lovely piece of cell, and we can use little pieces like that to fill in the gaps, so we're not going to waste anything. So there you go, our second gorgeous cell all ready to go. So these are nice and set, and what we're going to do is we're going to place these onto our cake. So now that my marble cells are complete, I'm going to start placing them onto my cake. I've got here a double barrel cake that has been covered in grey buttercream so that it looks like a beautiful concrete cake. So we're going to start placing them, and I've got a couple of pieces here, the two big pieces that we had before, and I've just broken up one of the pieces so that I've got 3 pieces in total. So look for the front of your cake and determine where the front and the back is. Every cake has a back and a front. And I'm going to start placing, and so it's really easy. You just place it and stab it right into the cake. And I've got here some grey buttercream in a piping bag. I've just nipped the end off, and this is to help secure the cells in place. So I've got that little one there. That's done. And I've got now one of my bigger ones, so I'm just going to stab that right into the cake. So you just want to pipe blobs of buttercream at the base of where the cell is sitting on the cake, and this is just to provide some stability to your overall structure. And you want to keep in mind as well for these blobs of buttercream to be hidden. I'm just going to place this last piece here right on top like that, and again secure with more blobs of buttercream. And I've got here a couple little more pieces that I've broken off. We can just stab that there. There's no one way to do this. It's really just seeing what works, the placement of it, and we want it to be organic, beautiful, contemporary. I just want to see what works really. And so you can finish off with a couple more blobs of buttercream in and around. Make sure that these blobs of buttercream are hidden from sight, but very important, you want to make sure that the cells are stable and are secure, because the last thing you want to do is have it all looking beautiful and to have things falling over here and there. So as many blobs as you feel comfortable with to have it stable, but keeping in mind to have it all hidden. So this is the front of the cake. I've got lots of blobs happening, but you can't see that from the front, and that's exactly what you want. So that's our beautiful marble cells finished and placed onto our cake. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. This has been Cake TV, brought to you by Renshaw.